Louisiana beer reviews. This is Mandarin and Mango Crush from Dogfish Head, brewed by Dogfish Head in Milton, Delaware, and for Dogfish Head and the other breweries in the United States, Boston Beer Company breweries, independent craft brewery, off-centered art series. This is the second of the off-centered art series, they said. This was introduced in 2022. It's got a good date, guys. It's got D code, D. That must be Delaware. So this must be coming from the Dogfish Head Brewery. Now they're saying a taste of summer in every bottle, but I don't think it's sold in bottles. Sort of a mistake. Might be on draft. Mandarins, they use, oh yeah, here we go. Mandarin oranges. Mango, a certain type of mango. I didn't write it down. I don't recall the name of it. Which is meaningless for me anyway, because I thought mangoes were all the same. I didn't know they had varieties of mangoes. Shows you my level of knowledge there. Crush, 6%. I don't know if you'd want to crush a bunch of 6% ales. It says ale with mandarin orange, mango, and natural flavors added. So yeah, another flavored malt beverage. That's basically, I tell people all the time on YouTube when I'm answering comments, we live in a world of flavored beer. So this is coming from either Pennsylvania or Delaware, and I got the Delaware can. Natalia Balnova is the artist. So we did a solo review. We did a duo review inside, and duo reviews, I have trouble concentrating on the beer. I mean, I think I get fair scores and all, but it's like, I like to do them, you know, but there's a lot going on, and I can concentrate a lot better when I do a solo. So I like to, if I'm able to, come back and revisit the beer. So there's bubbles all around this glass. White head, fizzing away like a flavored malt beverage does. But yeah, that's it. I mean, macro, middle crow, micro, brewed. They're going to have flavored beers, and now it's well crept into the whiskey world, you know, spirits world. They've got more and more, when you go looking around, it's bourbon with natural flavors. So, hey, if that's what you want, and apparently that's what a lot of people want, here it is. The scores, Beer Advocate gives this 87 for a fruit and field beer, or just, you know, 87 overall. They say it's very good. Rate Beer, of course, they hate it. They give it a 41 out of 100, which I would call undrinkable. I would never drink something that was 59% bad. But they give it an 81 in the style, fruit and field beer, so that means they hate the style. And then Untapped giving this a 75. So it looks like, yeah, like barley juice. The ingredients, they don't, aside from the flavoring, they don't talk about what kind of malts. They don't talk about the hops. Not that I could see. 6% alcohol and 10 bitterness units. So bitterness units are about the level of like a old Milwaukee beer, just no bitterness essentially. So yeah, it's got the bready malts, kind of generalized malts. And probably, like most of the people that make the flavored beers, they're probably looking for the most flavorless malt base and hop base, because you want the flavor to come from the flavorings. If it's apple flavored beer, when it tastes like apples, so forth. All right, so you want to downplay the malty, sweet breadiness and hop bitterness. You want to upplay the added flavors. That makes sense. All right, smells, you know, nice. I mean, what I've said before, these all kind of taste the same, and it sounds terrible to say that, but really, the thing that really sets one apart from the other is the ABV level, because they're all kind of really low bitterness units. Sweetness level is high generally. The flavor is, like I said, almost the same, except like, well, this one's a little more strawberry, and this one's a little more cherry, and this one's a little more pineapple. So if they're 6% or 8 or 10 or 12, yeah, that's going to be the difference there. That's going to make the big difference. And that's kind of gauged according to your preference. 6% is better for me drinking them. Flavor-wise, 10 to 12 usually seems to work out a lot better, but they're just too powerful for my physiology. Yeah. You get the tart fruit. Tart. A lot of sour beers, so-called sours, they're more like tarts. They should call them tarts. A little bit of prickly carbonation. Of course, no head of foam, no lacing, typical there. The usual. Get the malt underbody. Then when you do the duo fruits, and then plus natural flavor, see, so they got 3. There's the mandarin orange, the type of mango, then you got the natural flavoring, whatever that is. We know it's natural, and then some people raise a commotion about that. I see a lot of videos that are like, well, it's still artificial. I say, no, there's a reason there's artificial flavoring over here, and there's natural flavoring over there. I'm not claiming one is healthier or less healthy than the other. I'm just saying they're not the same thing. Okay? Natural vanilla flavoring is derived from vanilla beans, vanilla. Artificial vanilla flavoring is from some other chemical substance, food chemical, that mimics vanilla flavoring to a certain extent, large extent. I mean, yeah, it's pleasant. Not the kind of thing I would want to drink, honestly. I buy these for reviews. My friend David gave me this one. Thank you, David. I try to avoid buying 6-packs for reviews because then I got to drink 5 others. And it's usually the attitude of, all right, let me drink another one. You know what I mean? That's really not a good approach, but that's the honest approach. I bought this 10% so-called triple IPA from a local company here. Flavor was like this. It was nice, but it was 10%, so you got a bolder overall experience with it. But it's malt beverage with natural flavors. What are the flavors? You don't know. It's like these bourbons with natural flavors that I have. They taste good. I would prefer to drink a traditional bourbon whiskey with the corn and the rye and the wheat and the barley malt whiskey, if they add whatever combination they're adding there. You know, I'm not really looking for one it's got vanilla in it or some other natural flavor. You know, it's enhanced. Is it really, though? But anyway, enough of that, because the product is the product. It's like I could argue about CGI in movies. People like, oh yeah, it's amazing. I say it might be amazing to you, but to me it just looks like a cartoon, computer-generated cartoon. I don't think it's too amazing. I'd rather see Godzilla and Rodan with people inside of a monster suit. They look more realistic to me. Or stop motion. But anyway. Give it one more pour and sip, and then I'll give it a score. I like the Smirnoff Ice Smash series. 8%, so it holds together pretty well. And another thing I like about the Ice Smash, it's always 2. 1 plus 1. That's what the Smash series is. They'll smash coconut and whatever, blueberry together. Natural coconut flavoring, natural blueberry flavoring. So that's the smash part. They smash in 2 flavors together. Or lime and lemon. That makes sense. That's a common combination. Or they might have cherry and strawberry. Well, whatever they're putting together. There's so many. Those seem to work quite well. Those are flavored ales also. From Smirnoff, who makes pure vodka and flavored vodka. See what I mean? The pattern is the pattern with all the companies. Anheuser-Busch InBev, Molson Coors, Pabst, the European companies, Carlsberg, Heineken, Sazerac Liquor Company, Diageo Liquor Company, Pernod Ricard. They've all got their standard ones, and now what's really popular these days, the flavored ones. Even now we have Jameson orange flavored whiskey. Whoever would have thought we'd come to that, but we are there. All right, so anyway, so Les Bon Temps Relais, I'm going to score it 80. I'm not going to say very good like Beer Advocacy. I'm going to say it's good. It's good. It's good. All right, I like it. It's good. And it would really be good if I never drank it again, but it's good. An 85 out of 100. A good product. Pay no mind to that rate beer score of 41 out of 100. I mean, no. It's not awful. That's outlandish. Some of their scores, well, I mean, we've talked about that before. They'll say, oh, my shirt is, I got to get on this grass in a few hours, get the mower going, but I got to let it dry first. But that's why it's shaggy, but we're going to roll with it. Well, let's take something that I would not even consider really too enjoyable, like Steel Reserve 211, 8.1%. Not the 6%. We get the 6% Louisiana. That is enjoyable. It's really nice. But the old original Steel Reserve 211, 8.1, that got bought out by Miller. Used to be an independent company. That's kind of harsh and not the most pleasant thing. But, it has some attributes that are positive. But if you get on Rapier, they'll give it a 1 out of 100. Maybe it gets a 1. Maybe it gets a 0. An NA. So bad it can't get a score. Something outrageous like that. Like you could not drink a product that bad, okay? There's no way you could drink it. But you can drink Steel Reserve 211, 8.1%. It may not be enjoyable, particularly, but you could drink it and at least tolerate it. And then, like I said, at 6.1%, you could, like, literally enjoy it. It's far above a bad score. But anyway, that's just a reference. I just want you to have the right perspective on what these review sites give, because they could be outrageously, usually it's outrageous in the low end. Some are outrageously highly scored, but that typically is not the case. So, but anyway, so Les Bon Temps Relais, once again, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Milton, Delaware, and take a brewery tour.